welcome back everybody to Dan Has Fun, doing more Bologna Baloney, Europa Universalis 4. I just realised, last episode, we mentioned, hey, Poland's declared war on the Teutonic Order. That's the thing we're going to expect to see, and it's not a big deal. Well, it kind of is a big deal, because I realised that both Bohemia and Austria were invited into that war by Poland. Why that matters is that they're all at war, so they're less likely to get involved if somebody declares war on me. That is terrible, so we're going to stop drilling just in case. That's really bad. To the point where I'm even thinking, now that we don't have all three diplomats doing something, is there actually a nation worth getting into an alliance with? I still don't think so. But it did renew my thoughts on whether I should be or not. My consensus would still be no. Okay. So, I know last episode I did talk about having to update who I'm doing what with diplomatically. So, let's get an embargo on Provence. I'm pretty sure I still have a truce with Switzerland, so I cannot embargo them. But I can definitely embargo Milan. And we want to do it to get our power projection to stay above 50 as long as it possibly can. Because we definitely want it to be. There's the Papal States getting absolutely wrecked. Because they were allied to Albania. What a mistake. I don't really have any purpose for this third diplomat at the moment, do I? There's nobody even... none of the nations in Central and Western Europe within the HRE have really formed anything of any note yet. Not hugely surprised by that, but it's not ideal, because I'd like to have somebody in here that's starting to form into a reasonably large nation so that I can ally them. We're going to just send a diplomat to Tunis, not because we want to ally them, but maybe if they like us a bit more, they won't raid our coastline as much. Because, I mean, the one thing that's going for Tunis, or at least for us in regards to Tunis, if Spain ends up in a war with us, they would absorb a lot of the damage. But having said that, if I was allied to Tunis, they're more likely to pull me into a war with Spain, which I don't really want. So the Papal States just got pieced out. Apparently Herzegovina is going to be the next target for the Ottomans. I don't want to sacrifice admin points, but I'm going to, just because I don't want to forget about the development penalty. So we'll just deal with it. Oh, they finally ate Albania. It only took, what, like 6 wars against them? I wonder what they did to the papacy. They just stole money off them. I don't see any changes in territory, so I imagine that's all they did. Yeah, I don't see any sign of anything else. Oh, Bohemia is no longer in a coalition against Austria. Not that they could fire on them right now anyway, because we're in the same war. But yeah, it is very interesting that Poland did not invite me in. Oh, our diplomat died. Our diplomat bit the dust. An improved relations guy works for me, given that's exactly what I had. We are getting to the stage when it comes to money that it might be worth upgrading. Our advisors are starting to get +2s consistently, but for now, we're going to stay on our war chest. We should have a look at our missions. We haven't looked at them for a while. So we already completed the treasury build. We are slowly starting to build manufactories so we can get here sooner rather than later. We need to ensure independence for a couple of nations if we want to do that. None of those bonuses are permanent, though. Yeah, none of these that are left to go are real game changers for us. And if I was going to guarantee a couple of nations, who would I guarantee? Because I want to eat Venice. I can't guarantee a nation that's massive. I definitely don't want to guarantee Tuscany, because I want it. And they'll never vassal to me because I have some of their cores. I don't really want to guarantee Montferrat either, because ultimately I want that to glue our lands together. Definitely not doing it to Genoa, because that is definitely a province I want. And really, as soon as the coalition goes away, that's one of the higher priorities. Starting to eat Milan is definitely a priority as well. Milan is guaranteeing the independence of Savoy, which is adorable. Yeah, I don't even want to guarantee the independence of the Pope, because I want Rome. Trent, maybe? That would be a dangerous guarantee, because if Austria attacked them, I'd be bound to defend. I definitely don't want to guarantee Provence, although they might be too big to guarantee anyway. If Savoy was just a one-province minor, maybe. But then even that would be dangerous because France is here. The big blue blob. I don't know. We'll have to think. What's our naval capacity looking like anyway? We can add definitely more trade ships. We'll max them out. Oh, there's rebels in Naples. Neapolitan Republicans. I wonder if it's going to be the strawberry, the chocolate, or the vanilla flavor that's going to win. Sorry. Sorry, dad joke. Oh, Bohemia got a couple of provinces out of that. Okay. I'm alright with it. Treviso is demanding a seat in Parliament. We've not had this event happen yet. I understand why, because they're, 25 development, and I just accepted the 25 development, so go for it. We'll give you the seat. I mean, it gives them stat increases anyway. More production, more tax, more manpower, more sailors. It's just more people to appease when the debate comes around, but honestly, pretty good trade-off. I don't think we're going to be attacked then. So we'll go back to doing our hokey cokey. If Spain was going to declare on us, they would have done it by now. Famous last words, I'm sure, but no, they clearly are not pulling the trigger. I'm surprised they're even still in this coalition. They're only minus 37 on aggressive expansion. They are absorbing Naples at the moment, though. So we're going to have them on our border in a couple of different places. Well, 3 technically, if you count this. Cremona. I don't really care that I've lost that as a claim for now. I'm not going to improve that yet. I'm not going to go back with a spy. I am getting to the point, though, where we will be thinking about war plans again soon. Like I said, most of Europe is not too bad with me anymore. Oh, wow, the Austrian coalition has just fallen apart. Yeah, I'm surprised Spain is still angry. Too many liberties. They are exaggerating. Don't look at the other option, because that's what I would do. Just say, nah, you're fine. Move along. Is Spain going to come and help Naples with this 16,000 stack of rebels? Doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, there are a lot more than that. Oh, wow, okay. That might be a reason why they're not dealing with me. There's a load of our manufactories. How many are we up to now? 8. Okay, we're 40% of the way there. I didn't mean to click that. I meant I just want to build a spy network. Reflex. I see declare war. Press the button and check. Okay. All my allies are out of that war now. And that's terrifying. The King of Poland has laid claim to Bohemia. Now, luckily, the King of Bohemia is only 23, so it's very, very likely that they will get an heir. But that would be terrifying. And I'm definitely going to royal marry them. Increase the odds of them getting an heir. Yeah, I do not want Bohemia being a junior partner with Poland. Oh, there is our new debate. So we have 4 seats to appease. What do we want to pick? More Republican tradition is pretty good. Everything else is generic. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for more Republican tradition. I don't like to promote meritocracy. I will give you 9 admin power. I will give you 9 military. I really don't like doing this because losing 1 mercantilism is the equivalent of losing about 100 diplomatic points. And I don't want to do it. So what will happen in this scenario, because I'm not going to press either of those buttons, we have a 75% chance of winning the debate. So the debate will ramble, and then at the end we'll see if we pass or if we fail. Failing isn't disastrous. We'll leave that till if it happens. It'll give you something interesting to see. Let's see if we fail our debate. I kind of hope not. It's the sort of thing you, as a person playing a game, hope you don't have to explain, but we'll see. We're at our maximum manpower cap. Ansbach is looking for a condottieri. Okay, let me get the diplomat back from the Mamluks. And we'll see if we can give you some troops to use for a little bit. Who are they at war with anyway? I guess I should check, eh? Pretty important piece of information. They're defending against Wurzburg. So if we go into current wars, so it's Wurzburg, Frankfurt, Palatinate, Thuringia, Nuremberg versus 3 small nations. Okay, so it's just a pretty small hoot nanny. Can they afford my troops? No. Okay, well, that was a good idea. They can't afford any of my armies. Awesome. So I guess we will not be. Oh well, we tried, right? I guess we will start getting our spies back on Milan. Oh. Okay, so Poland having laid a claim on the Kingdom of Bohemia, now the roles have reversed. That's hilarious. Okay. Neither of them have heirs, and they've both claimed each other's thrones. We can't claim thrones, we're a republic, but I really hope neither of them end up with one another's thrones. If Bohemia ends up with Poland, all hell will break loose for them because Poland's too big. If Poland ends up with Bohemia, they might be just about big enough to handle Bohemia, but the consequences will be dire for us. Oh, I guess Russia's kicking Denmark's backside up here. Ah, manpower, though. Denmark, you have lots of troops still, bud. You might want to do something. You're getting chimichangaed. Ottomans up to 139,000 troops as well. The Neapolitan Republicans are still there. I guess Naples can't generate enough troops to take out their own rebels. But you would have thought that Spain would have come over by now. The AI sometimes doesn't do things that you would expect it to do, so it'll just be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to do that. Trent has Protestant rebels, so we're definitely not going to help with that. Our research apparently was wrong. I'll take the prestige hit. It's fine. Spain's telling us about the coffee boom, getting a load of money, and the price of coffee's gone up. We're not dealing in coffee, so that really doesn't matter to us all that much. We don't have any Lavazza, so I say coffee in Italian. We're not sponsored by that, but that shows how ingrained that TV advert is. What's the catchiest TV advert? Let me know in the comments. Is there any particular one that you just can't stop thinking, that just crosses your mind constantly? I know when I'm on YouTube, it's like H&M or like Wealth Simple or something like that. Those weird caveman adverts. Weird, weird, weird. We have some very well drilled units. So at 100 army drill, I'll just show you. You get 10% more shock and fire damage, and you take 25% less shock and fire damage. The units do become a lot better. But as they die or they get attrition, that goes down within a stack. So you don't tend to keep really high drill for very long. Like I said, my main reason for doing it is I want to try and get up to somewhere between 80 and 100% professionalism really as soon as I can. It is helpful. Is it an absolute game changer? No. But is it helpful? Yeah, absolutely. I'd say it's worth doing. So we're going to lose our great power status at the end of this year. Unless we do something, but we're waiting on Spain. Spain either needs to declare on me or they need to get out of the coalition. I don't care which one they do, but they need to do one of them. Because while they're sitting in my coalition, it's making life difficult. Surprised how many of them are still in. Like, Venice and Milan I'm not hugely surprised by. Trent I'm a little bit surprised by, because I would think they're intimidated by me, but apparently they're still pretty content. Provence is at -31 and is still in the coalition against me. But Spain's the real outlier. Like, they're a big nation that shouldn't be threatened by me in any way, shape, or form. Why are they just sitting in the coalition? Let's get that claim. And it's just... everything else I could take. But just Spain is making this difficult. Austria would now... that's not what I meant to click. Austria would join in if I was declaring on Milan. The other two wouldn't. Bohemia wouldn't because of their manpower. Poland just wouldn't because they're too far away. Trent is now Protestant. Speaking of Protestant, how is the religious spread going? Well, it's definitely made progress from the last time we checked. Especially on the northern coastline here. But it's still pretty weak in the middle. Naples is getting a lot of provinces converted, though. Spain will never convert to Protestant, even if every province here was Protestant. They're just not going to do it. But it will make them unstable when they absorb Naples, which is good. What did they pick? Did they pick humanitarian or religious? Neither. So they went purely the colonizing ideas plus quantity. Oh, our Grand Captain bit the dust. Not so grand anymore. Do we have any half-price advisors? The fort guy is. So let's get him. Not the most useful trait, but he's a half-price +2, so we'll take it. Do we want to get slightly penalized for level 12 military tech now? Probably not. We're not going to get more innovativeness for doing it. Speaking of which, we're at 57. That is nice. And it does help with our army tradition decay as well. Our army tradition's pretty pants, but this is purely being caused by Spain. Like, dudes, get out of the coalition. I'm at +100 with you. Oh, yeah, we're no longer a great power. I just don't know why they're sitting in this coalition, when there must be a way to get them out of it without just declaring on them. And we really don't want to declare on them. Portugal would join and none of my allies would. Not sure why Spain is so popular with my allies, but apparently they're big fans of Spain's work. I am not. How much are they colonizing? Is that the thing? They're just distracted colonizing? Oh, they're only doing the Caribbean. And now, don't get me wrong, they are colonizing it at a reasonable speed. To the point where Portugal might not even get up here. But they're not motoring too aggressively. Oh, the English are colonizing my home province. Well, now home province. Poland is looking to attack Riga. Well, that's going to be easy. Oh, then that'll get Lithuania alliance to break, probably. Which ultimately is a good thing for us. Interesting that Lithuania is being guaranteed by Russia. I'm not sure why, but okay. But this is the fight. So once Russia recovers from dealing with Denmark, you want soldiers? You better believe it. I'll definitely give that to you right now. We want Russia to recover, and we want Russia and the Ottomans to go ham on each other. Because, yeah, Denmark took an absolute hemorrhaging there, and they lost Sweden entirely. They were trying to absorb Sweden as part of the Kalmar Union, but Russia's terms must have been to include breaking that. Claim on our rivals on, I don't even know where that is. On something, some Forker, I don't know, this place. That's a dangerous province. I don't want to be out on the border with France, particularly. That could be bad news. We're already next to Spain. France has been pretty passive, though. And it's allied to Brittany still, so it hasn't eaten Brittany, which is a pretty common event. Scotland still exists, which I'm kind of surprised by, given England's... England would ally me. What's happened here to make that happen? Oh, it's because we're threatened by Spain. That would be an interesting... So, normally, allying England is a terrible idea. The problem with allying England normally is that they never put any troops on the mainland Europe, or if they do it incredibly incompetently. However, having England in this case might be quite useful because of their navy. They have, don't get me wrong, nowhere near as many ships as Spain, but that would be a distraction for the Spanish. Tell you what, it's probably a terrible idea. Let's go for it. Don't declare war. You see what I mean? Default reflex, declare war. We're gonna do it. Why not? Worst case scenario, they'll end up in a war with France. So I do have to keep an eye on that. But France is more likely to get distracted with all of the little guys. And they have Portugal too as an ally. They have a lot of little nations up here that France would get invariably distracted by. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Yeah, and that's what France is doing right now. It's distracted with all the low countries. Benign neglect. A great event, although we don't really need it. It's 5 years of increased something. And we don't need manpower, which is the usual pick. So really it's a case of what makes more money, taxing or trading. The answer is trading, so we do trading. They can do things on their own. Okay. Speaking of France, So this is a defensive war. So Austria is requesting that we help protect Artois, which is this province, against the French. Well, I tell you what, I am absolutely okay with it. I might even end up getting that claim because Provence will probably join in, right? So we're going to accept. We are going to have no morale from the get-go here, so we're going to run away temporarily. Because I don't want Provence to just bop our stack immediately. Go back, I don't want to get attrition to death. We're not going for a crusade against the Iroquois, I can tell you that. France is going to be dangerous, though. Actually, let's have a look at the numbers. They are massively outnumbered. However, when we look at the fight itself, I am pretty far west, so a lot of the defensive alliance there are very, very far east. That is a concern because other than Picardy itself and a little bit of Austria and arguably the Palatinate, we're going to be in the firing line. So what we need to do, we need to take our navy off trade protection mode, deal with smacking Provence around, turn the speed down. We're going to wait 1 month more tick so that we can get some more morale, because when you do army drill, you have no morale. And then we're going to get in there. So we have a 2-to-1 numbers advantage in the ocean right now, which is going to be enough, I would say. Yeah, we have morale advantage as well. They have a similar number of galleys to us, although it looks like we have acquired one of them from them, which is nice. As long as we can afford it. How close were we to our naval limit, actually? What's the good question? Oh, we're only one over. It's costing us nothing. I know we did our update to our trade ships, but I didn't remember quite how many we got. So we'll get that squared away. We don't want to go to Saluzzo, or Seleuces, I guess, Seleuces, however they pronounce that. They must have eaten that vassal. I don't really want to go there and get the -2, but we should start moving now. We still don't have maximum morale. Oh, there's France. Where's France going? Let's follow that French stack. I don't know where it's going. Okay, there it is. That's a hill. That's better. That's a wood. Okay. We're not going to be able to use the unit, but I'm going to go for military tech 12 now. And then after the fight, we'll upgrade our infantry, because otherwise we will take an enormous morale penalty into the fight. Perfect. That's what I want to see. So what I want to see is France moving in. What tech level were they? Oh, they're already at 12. This could be spicy. Okay, they didn't. They are waiting. And because my units came over in stacks, the French stack didn't follow. Are we just getting wrecked here? No, we have better... Oh, it's because we got the -1 from the terrain, and they must have had more maneuver than us. Okay. Are they coming over and saying hi? Okay, no, they're not. So we're going to wait for their troops to lock. Now we're going to go for the upgrade on the infantry. We're going to go for 3 suitors, because Tercio seems wrong, given we're so antagonized towards Spain. Who is our siege dude? It's you, isn't it? Yep, with your 5 siege. You're going to go over there. You two are going to wait in place for now and get some morale. And we will continue this next episode. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to properly cliffhang. But we're going to deal with more of this next time around. Please stick around if you want to see more. It should be fun. It's going to be, I would say, victorious, but it's going to be fun on the way there. Like the video if you want to see more. Want to know about your TV ads? Let me know. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.